service line in a long time as a hit comes, and it should stay in bounds, and it does.
To serve, dug out by Bishop. This to the middle, and slamming one home.
Serves over, dug out by Brodzinski. Jones now an attack by Dylan Miller, killed good.
And free ball to the crossover. Eilertson will get the pass for Holly, set up left side. Rusted down with the kill.
Set it up, Bostena left side. Big kill blocked at the net. Kept alive by the Greyhounds.
So Jones setting across court. Here's Sip with a right-handed kill. The attempt is in.
And a reserve goes to Kiera Johnson. A libero, but mishandles it. It's an ace.
Jensen Richmond to Crockett. Crockett able to get it over. This one comes to the middle again. Culp gets the kill.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Veterans Day Friday early evening here from West Fargo High School. It's the final match of the EDC Volleyball Tournament here on this Friday as the #1 overall seed, the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs, getting some hits on the court, going up against the #4 overall seed in the Fargo North Spartans. West Fargo Sheyenne 30-2 on the season. For Fargo North, 24-9, and earlier this year, these teams played just one match, and Cheyenne won 3-1 in their only meeting, 24-26, 25-11, 25-21, and 25-19. The winner of this match will play West Fargo in the championship tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. The loser of this contest will go up against Grand Forks Red River in a state qualifier tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Still to come here on our pregame show, we'll get to the starting lineups and the opening serve, but first, we'll hear from both head coaches. That is Leah Newton for Cheyenne and Rachel Hummel of Fargo North. Quick time out after this. We'll get into our coaches' corner, where first up will be Rachel Hummel of Fargo North here. Winner clinches a spot at state. Loser, you still will be a chance of spot at state, but you'll have to find a way to do it tomorrow afternoon in a state qualifier. We continue on our pregame show after this here on your live event.
DJ Coulter through American Family Insurance provides all of our insurance needs. We have both vehicles through him. We have our house coverage through him. We have an umbrella through him. We're with another large insurance provider for 20 years, and to make a change was a very big deal to us. DJ himself sat down with my husband and I and went through all of our policies, everything that we were looking to switch. I would certainly recommend the DJ Coulter Agency, as they are so helpful. If I have a question and I call, someone actually answers the phone. I send an email and I get a response promptly. If I want a one-on-one meeting with anyone, they will meet with us, and DJ will meet with you as well. Plus, I love how they give back to the community. My family, my children play a lot of sports. No matter what event we go to, you are going to see the DJ Coulter Agency name there, and that shows how they give back to the community in which they serve, and I love that.
As we continue on our coach's corner here from West Fargo High School EDC Volleyball Tournament, the nightcap here today in the EDC semifinals. West Fargo Sheyenne and Fargo North. Rachel Hummel from Fargo North with us here on our pregame show. And Rachel, for you guys here, let's just recap what you did well in the quarterfinals on Tuesday. Might feel like an eternity ago after the snow and ice and rain and everything a little bit, but what did you like in your win over Fargo Davies on Tuesday night from the Spartan Dome?
Yeah, I think we just came out fearless and we were ready to swing. We stepped up to the challenge and we're focused on what we needed to do to put us in a best spot to be successful to get to state.
And for you guys, before we get to some of the players, it's only the second meeting that you've played against West Fargo Sheyenne. The first one went to 4. Good thing, bad thing? Or, I mean, these girls know enough of each other with J.O. and travel, but in terms of a team style with the Spartans and the Mustangs, what's this second meeting from a coach's perspective? How do you view this matchup?
I think it makes it that much sweeter if you just play them one time to get a little chance at redemption, and to be able to see them one more time and play a great team. I know our girls are excited. Coaches, we're just thankful to have this opportunity to play them again, and maybe just come back with a little bit more fire to fight back.
Let's go through some of the players. Betsy Schultz for you guys has had a really nice season. What did you like from Betsy from top to bottom to get this Spartan team to this position here in the semifinals?
Yeah, she's a great leader, and I think she's constantly working on improving herself for the team, skill-wise and character-wise, and as a leader on the court, which has proven to be helpful for our girls. She's consistent in her communication, and we trust her on the court.
And then for Evie Berg, I mean, in the back row sometimes you see a girl slipping and sliding. You see a girl diving all the times, but she's able to maybe earn some points that maybe you don't earn. When you're able to get that kind of play in the back row, what does it do for a volleyball team?
Totally drives our offense and gives us momentum. We thrive off of her energy and her perseverance. She goes after everything, committed to not letting the ball drop.
And the final thing before I let you go, just at the end of the day, what are going to be some traits? What are some things that got you to this point that you want to see from your team here later tonight against West Fargo Sheyenne?
I think consistency and communication we've worked on a lot this year, and just staying calm and in the moment and enjoying it together.
Rachel, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here against West Fargo Sheyenne.
Thank you.
Rachel Hummel from Fargo North with us here on our Coach's Corner. We'll continue on our pregame show from West Fargo High School after this.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter. Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Trace Tisver. I'm confident on the stage, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
As we continue on our Coach's Corner, join us now from the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. It's Leah Newton as they go up against the Fargo North Spartans here in the EDC Volleyball Semifinals from West Fargo High School on your live event. And Leah, first let's recap your quarterfinal round match win against West Fargo Horse to get you the semifinals on Tuesday. What did you like about your team in that 3-set victory against the Hawks back on Tuesday night?
I really liked that we came out strong and we got after it right away. We took that lead and we just didn't not let off the gas pedal at all. And I really enjoyed the fact that we came out ready to play right away.
For you guys, what are some traits from top to bottom that have gotten you to this point of the season here in the semifinals that back in August to where we are now, what are some things that have allowed you to get to this point of the season here, Leah?
I think we're really balanced. I mean, in every position, in every part of the court, we have people that can play. Sometimes when you play teams, you want to take certain players away or go after certain players. But I think this year with our team, we're just so balanced. We have players everywhere that can put the ball away, that can play the ball, good defense. So, yeah, I think that's a difference maker.
Before we talk about some of the players on your side so far of the season, a little bit interesting this year in EDC, a lot of two-point matches, and you only got to see maybe a handful of teams once. One of those teams, your opponent here in Fargo and North. So good, bad, and different, so to speak, on facing a team normally a third time during this time of the year or more, but because of how the schedule worked and the East-West crossover, you only saw them once. So, Leah, how does that really play an impact or not really play an impact too much from your point of view?
I think there's good and bad to playing a team just once. I mean, you do have to do your homework if you only play them in a two-point match and learn more about them and what they do. But in some ways it's good because they don't know as much about us either. And so, yeah, I mean, the two-point games can be tough. But for us this year it's worked out, and we just are putting in extra time to learn more about our opponents and learn more, in this case, learn more about North.
I know there's a lot of seniors we can talk about, but two of them that had all EDC performances last year. Kaylee Wasdorp, one of them, the outside hitter. What has she meant to this program from top to bottom and for this particular season?
She brings a lot of experience and wisdom to the court. She's a hard worker and a go-getter. She's one of our captains, so I think the girls and coaching staff really trust her. She's a pretty consistent player, and we rely on her to just kind of be that person that's going to step in and take the ball, keep her team going, talk, encouraging, and do all the things you'd want your captain and leader to do.
On the opposite side, another senior again in Reagan Bogenreef, an outside right side for you guys. Same question here, Leah. What has she meant to this program?
She is a fierce competitor. She thrives in tough situations. She wants the ball. She'll take the lead that way. And so we really count on her as a go-to type of player and one that's going to get her team to go in those tight situations and be excited about it. She really loves to compete.
Final thing for you, what do you want to see from your team, whether it's 3 sets, 5 sets here against Fargo North to try to get you to the EDC championship tomorrow afternoon?
I just want us to come out and play Cheyenne volleyball. I want us to be loose, play together, get after it, and start out strong.
Leah, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck against Fargo North.
Thank you.
Leah rolling with us, Leah Newton with us here again on our pregame show. We'll continue after this here on your live event.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah, Melody, and staff are proud to promote the local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Check out Mindak Market this holiday season to find the perfect stocking stuffers and samples of ready-to-go collections to ship. Stop by the store or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
As we get ready here for the starting lineup, some of the Fargo North fans with their flags, as you can see right there, also with their signs on the opposite side for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs here out on the floor as they're getting ready for this contest as well. The winner punches a ticket to state, while the loser will play for a ticket tomorrow here in the state qualifiers for West Fargo Sheyenne. They made it 4 consecutive seasons in 18, 19, 2020, and 2021. They have 0 titles in program history, but they've been awfully good this season, going 22-0 in conference play and a 23-0, including the postseason tournament. For the Fargo North Spartans on the other end, 24 wins, 9 losses here on the season for Fargo North. They're looking for their first state tournament appearance since 2011 with a win here tonight. Their last title came back in the year 2000. For West Fargo Sheyenne, they won 5 straight matches, including a 3-0 sweep over West Fargo Horace in the quarterfinals. For the Fargo North Spartans on the opposite side, they've won 5 out of 7 matches, including a sweep of Fargo Davies in the quarterfinals from the Spartan Dome on Tuesday. The series history, Cheyenne won 3-1 in their only meeting. North took the first set in extras 26-24, then 25-11, 25-21, and 25-19. West Fargo Sheyenne. It is Veterans Day. We'd like to thank all of our veterans for their service and those who are currently serving as well, as they've done for every particular match here. Any veterans that have came on and served, giving them a standing round of ovation here at West Fargo High School. And a reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. We'll get you some other games that have gone on across the day in Region 3 and Region 6. We'll also get to the WDA, where Bismarck High advanced with a 3-0 win over Williston to a state qualifying match tomorrow. Coming up later here tonight, Century and St. Mary's in a semifinal, and Jamestown and Bismarck Legacy out west. Earlier today, Fargo Davies won 3-0 over Horace. Red River 3-1 over Shanley. And then the semifinals, 3-1 win for West Fargo over Fargo South as they're going over the non-starters here this evening from West Fargo High School. But a good chunk of these athletes will get in the rotation as this match continues. Raleigh scoring up to 25, win by 2, and then you get to 25. If we get to the fifth set, it would get to 15. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the Fargo North Spartans here again. Head coach by Rachel Hummel, 24-9 here on the season. Meet Betsy Schultz here, a 5'8 junior setter. Soleil Berg here, a 5'9 sophomore. Audrey Rydell, a 6'1 freshman middle hitter. Ambry Hansen, the 5'2 junior. Anna Nelson, the 5'11 junior. You also have Reagan Carlson, the 6' senior here. And then you have Evie Berg, the 5'6 junior here for the Fargo North Spartans. So Schultz, Berg, Rydell, Hansen, Nelson, Carlson, and Evie Berg for the Fargo North Spartans in the starting rotation here for North. From there, we go to the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. It'll be Mia Engel, the 5'5 junior. You have Kennedy Coulter, the 5'7 senior. You also have Chloe Brown, the 5'11 senior. From there, you have Isabel Albrecht, the 5'10 junior. You have Kaylee Wasdorp, a 5'9 senior. From there, you have Maya Blado, the 5'11 sophomore, and Reagan Bogenreef, the senior, at 5'8 here as we get ready for this varsity match. As West Fargo Cheyenne again will go with Engel, Coulter, Brown, Albright, Wasdorp, Blado, Brooke Johnson, and Bogenreef as well here in the starting rotation for West Fargo Cheyenne. As we get ready for this match between the Mustangs and the Spartans here, Chase Miller, Reggie Funk with you here in this nightcap. And set number 1 is upcoming here between the Mustangs and the Spartans. For West Fargo Cheyenne, trying to get back to state for a 5th consecutive season. On the opposite side for the Fargo North Spartans, a win here tonight. Not only would you upend West Fargo Cheyenne, their 2 losses to Century and then a South Dakota opponent, but you would also get to state for the first time since 2011. The Fargo North Spartans earlier today up at the Dakota Bowl fell short to Jamestown 46-28 in the 11A semifinals, but for Coach Adam Rowland and the Fargo North Spartans, a tip of the cap on a tremendous season on making it to the Dakota Bowl championship here. 9B in overtime, New Salem Almont over Cavalier by 2, and an 11B, Velva Drake Animus Garrison 22-20 over Central Cass coming up later tonight. It's Bismarck Century and Fargo Shanley in the 11AA Dakota Bowl championship. Earlier today in Class B, Linton HMB, the back-to-back state champs. Well, they went to 5 against Carrington in Region 3 from Napoleon High School. So Lions are going back to state, and RE Deemers defeated Rugby 3-1 in Minot. So 7 of the 8 Class B representatives from the region are same from last year. So we'll find out what's going to happen now with the seed draw line a little bit later on. But in Class A, it's the 1 seed from the west going up against the 4 seed from the east at 1 o'clock on Thursday next week from Bismarck. At 3 o'clock is a 2 seed from the east against the 3 seed from the west, and so forth. As Betsy Schultz would come on here for an opening serve time of 6:25, and a running jump serve here by Schultz into the back. Set up on the way by Coulter outside here through the double block for the kill. On the way here for Cheyenne, and that'll be with Bogenreef, and the Mustangs take an early 1-0 lead. Yeah, Bogenreef and Wasdorp, 2 players from a season ago from the Mustangs, as all EDC players as a junior. We'll find out who the EDC all-team is going to be this coming season tomorrow as well. Baxton on the way, and Carlson ties things up at 1 apiece. But that'll be tomorrow after the final match. Also, the Senior Athlete of the Year in the Eastern Dakota Conference and the Coach of the Year in the Eastern Dakota Conference. That'll all be coming up tomorrow here on YourLiveEvent.com. Going to the service line here for Fargo North. This goes back to Engel. Bumped up, and Brown here with a miss hit, and the Spartans take their first lead of this volleyball contest. Service will continue here by the Spartans, as this will be on the way for Grace Holm, 5'7 senior. Holm into the back, this one at the 10-foot line. Coulter, quick pass outside, blocked at the net after the hit by Wasdorp, and the 1-2 block here by Fargo North, and they're going to give it here to the Spartans. It'll be with Anna Nelson. Nelson earns her first block here. Service on the way for the Spartans will be with Holm. As home will come to the service line. As she does to the back, that'll be out of play, and Cheyenne takes the first lead here of this volleyball contest. First service error of the night for either club. Service coming here for the Mustangs. This would be with Kaylee Dodds, the 5'5 senior defensive specialist, going to play in the back row here for Coach Leah Newton. Outside on the way for the Spartans. This one comes to the aforementioned Dodds on the dig, and this will come to the back row, up and over. Nicely done by the libero here for Fargo North to keep that one alive. Longest rally so far here of set number one. Goes into the back, and this one kept going here for the Spartans there by Berg, and able to get it over on the third. Coulter back set. Brown on the way, one-on-one. Dug out back left corner by Schultz. Bumped up there by Berg, and this one goes down the line, covered here by West Fargo Cheyenne. They hit one into the net, and the point will be awarded here to Fargo North, now at 4-2. Spartan fans in attendance, West Fargo Cheyenne, final match here of the championship in the EDC. Last season, the championship was West Fargo over Fargo Shanley in the title match. Then Davies and Cheyenne earned state qualified wins. Double hit on the way, and now it's North at 5-2. So the winner of this contest again will play tomorrow afternoon at approximately 3 o'clock in the EDC championship. As going to the service line here will be Evie Berg. Outside here across court on the play, and that'll be in there for the kill here for the Mustangs. And Kaylee Wasdorp earns her first kill of the match. The loser of this contest will play Grand Forks Red River at 1 o'clock. Red River won in 4 sets over Fargo Shanley, and a good back and forth loser out contest, something you would expect once you get to this point of the season where your season is on the line. Both teams coming ready to play. Fargo North back set quickly down the line here. A skill for the Spartans. That'll be Soleilberg, and now it's at 6-3. As you see that Spartan flag waving in front of us here at West Fargo High School. Service on the way here by Berg, a knuckler that goes into the back. West Fargo Cheyenne, they'll get this one over on the third with a back hit from the back row from the Mustangs in Bogenreef. This one will come to Bogenreef now in the back row, bumped over for Cheyenne, up and over by Wasdorp. As this will come to the middle to the outside for the Spartans, and Hayden Tollefson, that'll be out of play. Point awarded here to the Mustangs. Cheyenne held the lead ever so briefly here in the first set at 1-0, and then it was tied at 1, and since then it's been Fargo North early here in this first set. Both teams, second meeting of this season. A little feeling out process here in the first. That one going to be out of play on the hit here by Fargo North from the back row by Soleilberg, and Cheyenne now with a chance to tie here early in set number 1. Service upcoming here for West Fargo Cheyenne in the back. This one will be an ace. 6-6 here for the Mustangs, as that one will come across with Wasdorp. She earns the first ace of the night. We're knotted at 6 apiece. Service upcoming here for the Mustangs on the way with Wasdorp. And just a huge senior class for Coach Leah Newton. And talking with her earlier before the match, she goes, talk about any one of the seniors on this year's team with the way that they've been playing together throughout their career, but more importantly this season. Fargo North with Audrey Rydell with the kill here. Now make it 7-6, and Rydell is going to be a problem. We've seen some freshmen here with the length at the net. Rydell just a freshman at 6'1", and she has 3 good solid years in front of her here for the Spartans. This one will get hit into the net. North continues to play with a lead here at 8-6. West Fargo Cheyenne swept over the Horace Hawks here in the opening match for their quarterfinals. Well, for Fargo North, they earned the last bite of the quarters and swept Fargo Davies. This one will be set up middle here, and a big hit on the way by Maya Blado for the kill here for the Mustangs, now at 8-7. Taking a look at the play-in matches. The only team that's still alive from the play-in matches is Red River and Davies this year. It used to be the top 5 earned a bye, but with Horace having a varsity program, it's the top 4. So a little bit more challenging to earn a bye than in recent years here in the Eastern Dakota Conference. This one hit across. Cheyenne back set quickly. That'll be coming across. Fargo North tries to chase it down. As they do, they have it with Schultz. This one partially blocked at the net, set up middle here, tip on the way for the Mustangs. And Albrecht, dump kill opportunity on the way, covered by West Fargo Cheyenne and Engel. Then a big hit down the line for the kill as we're knotted at 8 apiece. That hit courtesy of Bogenry for her second kill to lead the floor here for Cheyenne. Service on the way for the 5'4" junior in Engel. Goes to the opposite libero to Evie Berg. This one set up to the outside here for the Spartans, and Carlson gets it over. Back over on the Spartan side, trying to get the dump on the cross. There was Schultz quickly working with it the other way. Good placement, and back-to-back kills for Bogenreef here as Cheyenne takes the lead in set number 1. The Mustangs never played in a state championship match. Here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Service error on the way. This will be a point on the way for the Spartans at now 9-9. Service on the way. Here for Rydell. Into the back for West Fargo Cheyenne. We'll see where they go. They set up middle. Big hard hit for the Mustangs. And now 10-9 as Bogenreef is coming alive for her 4th kill of the opening set. Just a really good set on the way as well for the Mustangs. They run a 2-setter system. Coulter is part of it, and Coulter will be at the service line now here for the Mustangs. That will hit the top of the ribbon, and that'll be an ace. Now 11-9 on the way here for West Fargo Cheyenne. The Mustangs earned their second ace here of the opening set, and they now lead it by 2. Coulter will continue to serve here for Coach Newton and the Spartans, and the Mustangs. Serve over to the Spartans here, set up by Schultz. Outside through the double block after the hit by Carlson. Coulter set up middle, tip back right corner, covered on the way by Aubrey Hansen. Outside here for Carlson. Cross scored there on the dig is Engel. Push down the line, that'll be out of play, and the point goes to Fargo North. Cheyenne thought they were going to get another one with Bogenreef. Instead, it goes out, and a chance for North early in set number 1 now to tie. We've been tied at 1, 6, 8, and 9. Service here by the Spartans. Running jump serve into the back. Engel is there. Coulter will have to bump this one as she does. Hitting one into the net here for the Mustangs will be Bogenreef, and now we're tied at 11 apiece. Service here from Fargo North upcoming for a chance to take the lead here at the junior setter in Schultz. Betsy with over 1,000 career assists here on the season. That'll be out of play. Point is awarded to West Fargo Cheyenne. Second service error here on this opening set for the Spartans. Service on the way with Bogenreef into the back down the line. This one Schultz backs it on the way. Carlson with the tip, Engel with the cover. Coulter sets it up outside here, up and over on the hit by Wadsdorp, and that'll be a kill. Cheyenne will take it now at 13-11. Both teams with 2 timeouts in each particular set here. Neither team has taken a timeout. The biggest lead so far for North at 6-3 for Cheyenne. This matches their biggest lead of the opening set. Set up middle here, blocked at the net, and the block comes courtesy of Cheyenne's Isabel Albrecht. Isabel here, a 5'10 junior. The Mustangs now at 14-11. So since we were tied at 11, 3 consecutive points by the Mustangs here, as they will continue to serve, and this one will be out of play. And the first service error of the match now to West Fargo Cheyenne. Fargo North will make a substitution as Grace Holm will come on. Also playing in the front now will be Hayden Tollefson, the 5'8 senior. Holm is the 5'7 senior here. She will come on and serve for Fargo North, as she does in the back to Engel. This one goes to the outside, Wadsdorp. This goes to Berg. Outside here for Fargo North. A good attack and a good kill. Tollefson comes in on the rotation and delivers the goods for Coach Hummel. And a chance for the Spartans now to even things back up here in the opening set. Winner plays the West Fargo Packers tomorrow afternoon for the EDC Championship, but more importantly, the winner gets to go to the Bismarck Event Center either as the number 1 or the number 2 team here from the Eastern Dakota Conference. That one hits the rafters here inside West Fargo, and now we're knotted at 14 apiece after 3 consecutive points by Fargo North. If it lands back on your side, you can still have a chance to play it, but that would have been a 4th hit. Cheyenne backs it on the way. Brown, this one, we have a net violation. Nope, this will be a point awarded to Chloe Brown. The southpaw here gets her first kill of the opening set. 15-14 Mustangs with the lead here, back and forth in this EDC semifinal round matchup. After this match, 3 matches tomorrow, all on yourliveevent.com, and the service ace on the way for Dodds. Haley is one of 3 Mustangs now that has an ace. And Cheyenne will continue to be at the service line. Coverage tomorrow gets underway at 11 o'clock with Fargo South and Davies in the state qualifying round matchup, the first of 2. This one hit over by Evie on the 3rd, tipped on the way the other side here for West Fargo Cheyenne, and that's going to be a tip kill. Blano earns her 2nd, and the Mustangs starting to pull away ever so briefly here. They did it 14-11. North came back with 3 straight points. Now it's a 3-0 run on the opposite side here for Cheyenne. North back set on the way. This one going to be off the block, and a nice placement here for the Spartans and Soleil Berg for her 2nd kill. More importantly for the Spartans, they get the serve right back on their side of the net. Just the 2nd meeting between these 2 teams. Once you get to this late in the season with the non-conference matchups in both the East-West Classic and Bismarck and Fargo, and adding Horace this year to the varsity lineup just made it, hey, you only have so many matches to get in, and that's a really good set and a better kill. Wasdorp with the hammer. Now 18-15 Mustangs. But once he had that, just more games to play against the Sioux Fallses of the world, the Bismarck Centuries, Willistons of the world, but means that a handful of matches in the EDC were worth 2 wins or 2 losses this year. And one of those coming here for Cheyenne that resulted in 2 wins, while for North it resulted in 2 losses in the only meeting. This one will be up and over on the slight tip there by Wasdorp to make it now 19-15. Time on the floor. We'll break with them. Mustangs up by 4 in the first set here on yourliveevent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
West Fargo Cheyenne taking a look at their sideline here on the timeout. Mustangs up by 4, thanks in part to a nice run right now, a 5-1 run here over the Fargo North Spartans. Volleyball match that started 14 minutes ago. Winner again of the EDC semifinals, looking to punch a spot in state and make sure they'll either be the number 1 or the number 2 seed from the East region. Cheyenne will come on and continue to serve here. Backs it on the way for Fargo North. This one blocked at the net after the hit by Soleil Berg. Outside here, tipped on the way. That's by Tollefson for the kill. Hayden Tollefson with her 2nd kill here for the Spartans as they're back within 3. Service will be by Soleil Berg here. Soleil, an underclassman, a sophomore here for the Spartans. This one at the net, bumped outside. Wasdorp there for the kill. And Wasdorp right now heating up. She's got 4. Bogenreef have 4 to lead the floor here for the Mustangs at 20-16. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll hear from some of the particulars. A winning coach and player. If you missed any of our matches from earlier today with Joel Morgan, myself, Chase Miller, Reggie Funk on camera, you can check them out by searching yourliveevent.com or click subscribe on our YouTube page. This one will be off the block for the kill for Tollefson. And the Spartans now back within 3. Coverage again tomorrow gets underway at 11 o'clock with South and Davies. Red River will await the loser of this contest following that match at 1, and then the championship with West Fargo awaiting the winner of this match. Outside here, ball gets tipped and killed for the Mustangs. Bogenreef now with 5 in the set, and the Mustangs are up by 4. Bismarck Event Center next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday will be the quarters. And the semifinals or consolation semifinals on Friday with the place matches and the championship on Saturday. Class B championship on Saturday slated for 6 o'clock with the Class A to follow at 8 o'clock. And Fargo North with Audrey Rydell earns her second kill in the middle here for the Spartans. Serve here for Rydell as she gets to the back of the basketball court here and walks to the service line. This one will be at the 10-foot line. Opportunity here for Bogenreef. Backs it on the way. High hit. This will be on the quarter play, and the point is awarded here to Cheyenne. That'll be Terhark here. Lexus with her first kill for the senior, but more importantly for the Mustangs. Now 22-18, and a chance here for West Fargo Cheyenne at the service line. And there's a timeout on the court. We'll break with them. Timeout here by Fargo North as the Mustangs are 3 points away on your liveevent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Timeout taken by the Fargo North Spartans as you see their coach Rachel Hummel giving some instructions to her team following the timeout here, trailing it by 4 on yourliveevent.com as well. A Spartan fan starting to chant, "Here we go, Spartans, here we go," in the distance. Winner to take the first set here and play ahead of the 8 ball in this EDC semifinal. Serve after the timeout will continue by Coulter. This will be in the back. Set up here middle on the way. Push back right corner and an awfully good placement. You couldn't have thrown a dart down the middle any better here for Fargo North, and Anna Nelson there. And she was able to place it in the back right corner for the kill here for the Spartans. Just pushed it over, and that was kind of like a high floating rainbow. It's just a matter of was it going to land in the quarter play, and it was. Service here for Fargo North. This will be in the back. Cheyenne set up middle here, blocked at the net, and this one is going to get over somehow here by the Spartans. Good back row play, and the Spartans will come back with it here, and that's going to be a point. Fargo North had to earn that one. Anna Nelson with back-to-back kills, and the Spartans are back within 2 following the timeout here. Fargo North with 0 timeouts remaining. Cheyenne has 2 of them left here in this set. And another point by North, he might take it. There is now 3 consecutive points, and Fargo North gets their first ace here, and a timeout on the floor will break with them. The Spartans with 3 consecutive points after the ace there by Betsy Schultz. It's the EDC Volleyball Tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Timeout on the floor by Coach Leah Newton and the Mustangs after 3 consecutive points here. Fargo North with a chance to tie. It would be the first tie since 14 apiece here at West Fargo High School for the EDC Volleyball Tournament. Last year at Grand Forks Red River, this year here in West Fargo. Service coming here on the way by Fargo North. Where does Coulter go? She goes outside. Wasdorp, that'll be off the deflection for the kill. And check that, that's Bogenreef on the outside here with a monster hit for Reagan. 23-21, side out here for Cheyenne, and the aforementioned Reagan will be coming on to serve now for the Mustangs. As she does, this one off the ribbon here. Fargo North with a bump in the back by Hanson. This one goes into the net, and it's a set point opportunity here for the Mustangs. So after the timeout, back-to-back points here for the Mustangs as they will be serving for set number 1. On to serve is going to be Bogenreef. This one comes, this at the net, having to get one over is Berg. Good placement, better pass. Coulter backs it. Brown over the double block, in for the kill, and that'll do it for set number 1 on Brown's second kill of the set. Set one goes to the number 1 overall seed in the tournament in West Fargo Cheyenne, 25-21. Our set recap is next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Due to the increase in cost of materials, cost of labor, and general inflation, plus the storm weather threats that we have in our region on a daily basis, many homes are not insured properly. Most families' biggest asset they will ever own is their home. We need to make sure we have it insured for enough. Inflation, cost of materials, cost of labor makes us work to stay on top of this. Usually the difference in premium is dollars a day to increase when needed. We get updated costs of goods and labor from area builders to input into our computer program that calculates an accurate replacement cost. With the weather in recent years, it is just scary with how many more frequent disasters are now than even 10 to 20 years ago. We need to adapt and make sure all our properties are protected because we live in the Midwest and deal with many of these scenarios.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
As we come back here for our set recap, in the opening set, West Fargo Cheyenne with 1 service error. They did have 3 aces. For Fargo North, 2 service errors with 1 ace. Cheyenne led by 6 kills with Bogenry, 4 kills by Wasdorp. For the Spartans, 3 kills by Tullifson, and then 2 apiece by Berg, Rydell, and Anna Nelson. But it was, again, West Fargo Cheyenne taking set number 1 here in the opening set by a final one more time of 25-21. Chase Miller, Reggie Funk with you here for this EDC volleyball matchup between the Mustangs and the Spartans. As it's been a busy day across the state, and more importantly, here locally, the Dakota Bowl at the Fargo Dome. You have state swimming and diving at the Aquatic Center in West Fargo, and here at West Fargo High, the EDC volleyball tournament. So if you're wondering if you're going to go throughout the Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo Metro here, maybe today, yesterday, and later tonight or even tomorrow, why maybe does it feel a little bit fuller than normal, particularly with deer hunting going on this weekend in North Dakota. There is a lot of high school athletics, and that's before you get to the prep scene. For Fargo, North played awfully well. They were able to lead the match middle part of that set, but then Cheyenne just was able to run away with it in the middle to the latter part here of set number 1, 25-21. But a good start for Fargo North, which is what you got to do against a team that has been awfully good for Cheyenne this season. They have yet to play in a 5-setter this year for West Fargo Cheyenne. That's how dominant they've been, at a 30-2 mark this season. Fargo North, they've been scrappy. They've been good. 24-9, over 15 wins in the Eastern Dakota Conference, including their tournament win over Fargo Davies. Service on the way as we get ready for this second set coming by the Mustangs. Coming to the nets is Schiltz. Where does she go? She goes outside of the opposite, and Engel is there to keep this one alive, and getting over on the third is going to be Bogan Reef. Back set on the way, one-on-one opportunity for the Spartans there in Soleil. Berg for the kill. And excuse me, that'll be Nelson with the block after the hit there by Berg. Opportunity now for Fargo North, just like the Spartans did early in the first set, trying to play with a lead here against West Fargo Cheyenne. Service on the way for North. This one into the back 10-foot line. And they'll just have to push this one. A chance for Fargo North to use it here. Schiltz trying to have the pass to the outside. Cheyenne fans looking for a double hit. Nothing granted. Outside here, Brown over the double block. Schiltz back set on the way. Fargo North will go one more time, and they'll split them with Soleil Berg for the kill. Berg will earn the kill. That's her third of the match, and North playing with a lead. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll get to our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Match, and also our Enbridge Energy Players of the Match. That's all to come on our post-game report, and we'll hear from some of the contestants here in this one as well, and the head coach. This one will be hit on a play, and Fargo North will see Cheyenne to the service line. Bogenreef on to serve here for the Mustangs. Bogenreef with a running jump serve into the back. Fargo North here, 10-foot line. They go outside on the hit. This will be with Tollefson, and a great job by Bogenreef to keep it up in the back. And then there's the kill. Give Bogenreef the dig, and more importantly, a little bit of a hockey assist there. And Wasdorp earns the kill on the outside, and we're tied at 2 apiece here in this second set. Wasdorp now with 5 kills here in this contest. Service on the way here for Cheyenne. That'll be a service error. Point will be awarded to the Fargo North Spartans. Just be the second service error here for West Fargo Cheyenne tonight. Both teams have been pretty clean in that category. Just 2 so far for Fargo North. Evie Berg on to serve. This one set outside, tipped and covered, but back on the Cheyenne side. Bogenreef looking for the dump kill. The other set here is checked at. That was Brooke Johnson looking for the dump kill. Johnson now on to set. Back set here to Brown. One-on-one, and what can Chloe Brown do for you to get the point here for Cheyenne and make it a 3-3 contest? Service on the way here with Kaylee Dodds, the 5'5 senior, to come on. As Dodds will hit the service line. This one knucklers in the back, and that's going to be an ace off the ricochet here. As Dodds will earn her second ace here, the 4th in the contest for the Mustangs. And Cheyenne takes their first lead here of set number 2. Service on the way into the back. Fargo North here will set up to the outside middle, and this goes to the freshman, the big 6'1 middle hitter, Audrey Rydell, delivers her 3rd kill of the match. Knotted at 4 apiece. Good set on the way by Betsy Schultz as well. Service coming for Fargo North and Soleil Berg, and the Spartans are showing you why they are trying to get back to state for the first time since 2011. They believe they have the athletes and the team to get there. Point is awarded here to Fargo North now after the hit that goes into the net. West Fargo Packers, some of their players waiting to see who they will play tomorrow. The same for the Fargo South Bruins here in this one. This one going to be dumped over in there for the point for Betsy Schultz. The setter able to get up and deliver the block. 6-4. Now Fargo North. Set number 1 went to Cheyenne, 25-21. Cheyenne quick set here, tipped on the way. The Spartans with Evie Berg outside here, hit by Schultz. Coming middle is Johnson, back set. Brown down the line, off for another kill for Chloe Brown. Side out and service now for West Fargo Cheyenne. So the Mustangs will come on with a chance here with Kennedy Coulter. As Coulter will come to the service line here for the Mustangs. West Fargo Cheyenne trying to even this one up at 6 apiece with a point on their side. Coming middle, though, is Rydell looking for the tip. Good thought, good placement, just couldn't get it over the net here, and now we're knotted at 6 apiece. Tied at 2, 3, 4, and now tied at 6. Coulter continues to serve here in the back, goes down the back left line. Schultz has to chase this one down, and Evie Berg gets it over on the 3rd. Coulter outside here, that's for the kill. Give Coulter the assist. Opposite side is Kaylee Wasdorp. She's got 6. Regan Bogenreef has 6. And Mustangs lead it now by 1 at 7-6. Kennedy Coulter running jump serve the other way, the knuckler into the back. Fargo North 10-foot line able to tip this one across. Mustangs back sit on the head. That'll be out of play on the hit by Alexis Terhark. And we're tied at 7 apiece. West Fargo Cheyenne has been so good this season where it's been tough to win sets against them, and we'll get to that stat in a moment after the conclusion of this point. This will be tight. Schultz outside. Carlson here off the block for the kill. Carlson now with her 2nd, and the Spartans take a 1-point edge. But it's been so tough this season for Cheyenne in EDC play in the regular season. And so far in the quarterfinal round matchup, out of 61 sets, Cheyenne has won 54. And then you add what they've done here in the first, They've won out of 62 sets. They've won 55, so they've only lost 7 sets on the season. One of those coming to Fargo North as Coulter earns the dump kill earlier this season. Tied at 8 apiece. As this broadcast continues, we'll let you know the 8 teams that have made it to Class B at the state tournament, what's going on in Dickinson out in the WDA, and keep you the prize of the Dakota Bowl as well on a busy Veterans Friday afternoon and now into the evening here. This one will be out of play. North is awarded the point back and forth. Which team is going to get on a 3-0, 5-0 mini run here and allow themselves to have a chance to finish one off? Sheyenne finished the first set off on a 3-0 run. Sheyenne will come up middle here. Coulter, big right-handed swing into the net after the hit there by Blado. And it's the Spartans now with a 2-point edge. Service will continue here from Fargo North as this one will come across with the freshman here in Rydell. This one into the middle. West Fargo Sheyenne here to the outside. This one tipped, hits the top of the ribbon after the tip by Blado. And this one pushed over then here by the Spartans. Where they go? Outside over by Bogan Reef, and we'll have a net violation here on North. The point will be awarded to Sheyenne. Join myself and Joel Morgan tomorrow for more EDC Volleyball. We'll have the 2 state qualifying matches and the EDC Championship tomorrow. Our coverage again for the first serve gets underway at 11 here on YourLiveEvent.com. One-on-one opportunity, and Terhark able to muster that one over for the kill, and we're knotted at 10 apiece. A fun EDC volleyball day so far. A lot of really good action here from West Fargo High School. Service on the way. This one back left corner. 10-foot line for North to the outside. Here is Carlson. Cross court, and Engel keeps it alive. This one into the back. Hit there by Wansdorp for Cheyenne. Berg, and calling everybody off will be Soleberg here for the Spartans. Outside quick. Able to get that kill here for the Mustangs. Is going to be with Bogan Reef. Now it's 11-10 here for the Mustangs. So Cheyenne at the service line, as this will be with the libero and Engel. This one floats down. Fargo North trying to get this one over with Schultz as they do to the outside. Now for the Spartans down the line, out of play after the hit. And we're knotted at 11 apiece. The hit there on the outside for Cheyenne. The Spartans looking for win 25 of the season. Cheyenne looking for win 31 here on the year. This one will be into the back. West Fargo Cheyenne sets up middle tip, back left corner. Big swing on the way for the Spartans, and this one able to get over then on the third on the hit there by Anna Nelson. Outside Terhark. Nelson keeps it alive and popped over by Carlson. Here comes Cheyenne now. Coulter looking for the dump kill. Evie Berg with the big superwoman spread there on the dive. Middle getting the tip over for Cheyenne will be Albrecht. Outside Carlson here for the tip, blocked at the net. The Spartans will handle it and unable to get this one over. Now it's pushed. Cheyenne with a chance to use it. Coulter pushes outside. Here's a tip down the line, covered nicely by Betsy Schultz. This one get popped over then by Soleil Berg. Schultz looking for the dump kill the other way. Engel almost takes out a teammate, does to the outside. Terhark, and kept alive in the back by Fargo North. It's the longest volley so far here of the set. Outside, blocked at the net, out of play, and the point goes to Bogan Reef in West Fargo Cheyenne. It's now 12-11. That got both fan bases off their feet. A point that was going to be well earned regardless. And Coach Leah Newton will come on here, I believe, just making sure they got the rotation proper here to see if someone is in or not. And here comes the rotation now as Brown will come up front. In the back here will be Brooke Johnson, the setter, as she will come on now here for the Mustangs. Mustangs up by 1, trying to take a 2-0 lead here in this second set of the EDC semifinals. And they'll take an ace, and they'll get up by 2. Cheyenne now with their 5th ace of the volleyball match, and this will be by Brooke Johnson, and that is going to be her first. If you missed any of our coverage throughout the week, Region 1, Region 2 in North Dakota, and EDC with some of the quarterfinals on Tuesday and the matches earlier today. Go to YourLiveEvent.com to watch it on demand, or also watch it for free as well on our YouTube channel by searching your live event and clicking subscribe. We're not done yet after today either. Got some more volleyball tomorrow, and then we'll get ready for the winter season that's just around the corner from girls hockey, boys hockey, wrestling, basketball, you name it, we got it. Blocked at the net after they hit by Carlson. One-on-one, and Cheyenne there with Albright. Well, able to earn the block here. Isabel Albrecht here earns the point, and now Cheyenne with a 4-0 run. They're asking which team would get on a mini run and rally, and right now it's the Mustangs with another ace. As we have a timeout on the floor, we'll break with them. An ace by Brooke Johnson. Rachel Hummel wants a timeout. It's the EDC Volleyball Tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Timeout here by Coach Hummel and the Fargo North Spartans, trailing it by 5 here in this second set. It's 5 consecutive points for West Fargo Cheyenne, and for Coach Rachel Hummel, a former West Fargo Packer in high school, but a VCSU Viking in college, and a couple of seasons at the helm here for the Fargo North Spartans, and has done a tremendous job here for Fargo North. The Spartans last year lost in a state qualifying match to Davies 3-1. And now they're going to be at least bare minimum back in a state qualifying match again this season. Or they'll find themselves, if they can upset the Beasts from West Fargo Cheyenne. They've been number one wire to wire here in the EDC. Chloe Brown at the net. She is blocked through the double block here. Set up middle, tipped on the way back right corner by the Mustangs by Albrecht. This one outside, up and over for Bogenreef. And then Engel with the bump outside here. Brown has to adjust as she does. Nicely hit. And Betsy Schultz keeps it moving. This one to the outside after the hit here by Soleil Berg. Coming up, blocked at the net. Engel keeps it alive. Another chance here pushed over by Bogenreef. Here's Schultz outside. Carlson with the chance with the tip. West Fargo Cheyenne now sets up middle here. This one will come across on the hit by Isabel. Carlson, 10-foot line here, back right corner. Cheyenne will go to outside on the left-handed hit here for the Mustangs and the kill. Going from right to left there is Bogenreef for her match-high 9th kill here in this second set. Cheyenne into the back now. Will handle it with Brooke Johnson. Continues. 6 aces to 1 so far for the Mustangs. And they almost get another one. This one gets over on the third with Soleil Berg coming up middle here for Cheyenne. One-on-one opportunity, and well, it's won by the Mustangs. Isabel earns that particular point. Now it's 18-11. This run continues of 7 consecutive points by the Mustangs, and the Spartans are looking for a side out or something positive to happen on their side of the net sooner rather than later. A floater comes across. Schultz backs it on the way. Carlson down the line for the kill. Carlson with her third, so we have Tollefson, Carlson, Rydell, and Berg all with 3 kills to lead Fargo North. And now the Spartans will need something going here in a positive direction. At the service line comes Grace Holm, the 5'7" senior. Holm into the middle. Cheyenne, they will go to the 10-foot line in the back. That one will be out of play after the hit by Wasdorp. Back-to-back points by the Spartans here. They will try to trim in 2 in this lead before Cheyenne gets the chance back to the service line. There's Grace with a serve back to the middle off the top of the ribbon here, and that's going to be an ace. Tough play in the back by number 8 and Kaylee Wasdorp. She tried to time it as best she could, but you couldn't hit it any better if you're Grace Holm for her second ace for the Spartans here tonight. Service continues by Holm. This one into the back. Service error on the Spartans. That's their third of the contest, and West Fargo Cheyenne will take the point. As Bogenreef will come to the service line on the opposite side here for the Mustangs. This one down the line. Fargo North set up middle to the mid shot here. This one will be kept alive on the way by Engel. And Engel asking everybody off as she gets it over on the hit. Middle set up opportunity. This one hit into the net. And the point is awarded for West Fargo Sheyenne. Now 5 points away here in this second set to try to get up 2-0. Taking the first set 25-21. This one into the net. North will get it right back. Sheyenne with 3 service errors to match Fargo North so far. Service here by Fargo North with Evie Berg, the 5'6" junior. Berg to the back, and now all of a sudden, like a bad cold, just can't get rid of it. Both teams with some service errors on both sides. And now it's going to be the Spartans with the receive, as this will come here for the Mustangs and Kaylee Dodds. Dodds outside here for the Spartans, hit into the net there by Soleil Berg, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. It's 22-15. West Fargo Sheyenne leads it. It's the EDC Volleyball Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
Timeout here, the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs, as you take a look at their bench right now, having a really good season and a better EDC tournament, as they've had 4 sets and they've won all 4 here so far, and trying to make it now 5 of 5 as they'll go to the service line here for West Fargo Sheyenne, and that'll be with Dodds after the second timeout here from Fargo North. So Fargo North out of timeouts for the remainder of the set. Started off well early and tied at 11, but since it was tied at 11, it's been all West Fargo Sheyenne here in this second set. Down the line, nice right-handed swing and kill on the way here by Tollefson. She leads the floor with 4 kills here for the Spartans, but more importantly, North gets back to the service line and a chance to continue to trim into this lead here, as Soleil Berg will be coming on to serve. Johnson backs at Brown down the line, and that's another kill. Chloe Brown becomes part of 3 Mustangs with her, Wasdorp, and Bogenreef, all with 5 kills or more now for West Fargo Sheyenne. As much as we've talked about the balance here for Coach Leah Newton, that's what she said, just looking for balance behind to play Mustang volleyball here tonight on our pregame show, and that's what we've seen here from Sheyenne. Fargo North bumps it there with Schultz to the outside, up and over on the hit with Tollefson. Quickly into the middle, this one through the block of Bogenreef. Now it comes up right down, blocked at the net by the aforementioned Bogenreef. Or check that is Blano, on the block. And now for West Fargo Sheyenne, a set point opportunity here to get up 2-0 over the Mustangs, as Coulter will come on to serve here for the Mustangs. This one into the back. Schultz outside here. Big hit on the way after through the block of Tollefson. Outside tipped. Fargo North does a good job to cover. This one at the 10-foot line gets over then on the third. Sheyenne will go into the back as well. Up and over on the hit there for Bogenreef, and that'll do it. Sheyenne takes set number 2 by a final of 25-16. Bogenreef with her 10th kill of the match. Our set recap is coming up next. It's the EDC Volleyball Tournament Semifinals on YourLiveEvent.com.
J.C. Penney Wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah, Melody, and staff are proud to promote the local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Check out Mindak Market this holiday season to find the perfect stocking stuffers and samples of ready-to-go collections to ship. Stop by the store or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
I'm Carrie Hepper. Rodeo takes confidence. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we continue here, as we get ready for this third set, let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard out west. Bismarck High again, 3-0 over Williston. Dickinson and Minot in a loser-out contest, and Century and St. Mary's and Jamestown and Bismarck Legacy in the semis. Class B, Northern Cass, the champs in Region 1 for a third consecutive season. For Coach Lisa Strand and Thompson out of Region 2, they're heading back to state as well. Region 3, the back-to-back state champs in Linton HMB. New Rockford Cheyenne, the only team from a season ago to make it back to state. A team that was not at state, that is. The Rockets won 3-1 over Langdon, so they'll be the new team at state. Garrison wins Region 5. Our Redeemers wins Region 6. Dickinson Trendy and Canmere Bowbells win Region 7 and 8. So you'll have a lot of familiarity in Class B coming up here at the state volleyball tournament. We'll continue to bring you out-of-town scores as those come in. Dakota Bowl earlier today, the Aggies went over the Squirrels 22-20 for Velva. New Salem Almont 2 points better than Cavalier in overtime. Jamestown took care of Fargo North 46-28, stretched it out and finished it out in the second half. And right now it's all Fargo Shanley over Bismarck Century in the championship, up 21-0. As we get ready for this third set here, Cheyenne will be on to receive. Schultz on to serve. Engel, this one backs at Coulter Brown. Down the line, Evie Berg is there for the dig, and Berg will get this one over then on the third. For West Fargo Cheyenne, Brown cross-court on the hit. There's going to be Schultz in the back. Berg sets it up, and then we'll have a double hit. Point is awarded to West Fargo Cheyenne. Mustangs so far here in this volleyball match with 6 aces, 2 so far for North. Spartans with 4 service errors. For the Cheyenne Mustangs, they have 3. North set up middle, big hit on the way back left corner, and set up perfectly here by Anna Nelson. The junior gets her third kill of the match. Good quick pass and a better hit there by Nelson. We've seen some long volleys here between these two teams, but it's been Cheyenne that's just been the team that's had the right plays at the right time, and the team that's also gone on a little bit more of an extended run at a particular time here in this one. That's Coach Rachel Hummel talking it over with our official here at the head scores table right now as they're taking a look to make sure they have the rotation in the proper place when girls sub in or sub out here. So we'll see what happens as looking to check back in will be Holm in for Carlson here for the Spartans. Right now it's a 1-1 game. And we'll see what our officials have in this one. So Holm will have to wait to go in on the rotation. As now serving here for the Spartans, this will be with Berg. And they'll make sure they got everybody in and out properly. So Anna Nelson checks out. Rydell comes back in here for Fargo North. So a 1-1 contest as Berg will come on and serve here for Fargo North. This broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association throughout this EDC Volleyball tournament. So now Coach Leah Newton getting the explanation here from her point of view with the rotation coming in. This timeout here early in this third set, which is when you like to see it if it does have to happen, when you maybe have a little miscue or have to have any questions early on, then when maybe a team is rallying back or a team trying to stretch a lead out and then a timeout comes to try to squall any particular run here in this EDC volleyball tournament. So Berg will come back to serve here. Now they're going to make sure everything is back in order one more time. West Fargo Sheyenne, though, now this season with their second set win, 56 of 63 sets they have won this year. So North will have Carlson check out. Coming to serve now will be Grace Holm, and a chance for Fargo North. They've done well early in this set. It's just been the middle to the latter part of this set is when Sheyenne has kind of flexed their muscle a little bit and rallied and finished it off here in both set 1, 25-21, and set 2, 25-16. Coming up tomorrow here on YourLiveEvent.com, it's Fargo South and Fargo Davies. Fargo South, taking a look at last year, lost to Davies in the EDC quarterfinals. So this would be a couple of seasons again for the Bruins and the Eagles to play each other in the EDC tournament. Coulter set up middle, big hit coming across. Fargo North here to the outside, able to get this one over then on the third. Engel back bump on the way. Wasdorp, that'll be off the touch and the deflection for the kill. So Wasdorp now has a kill in each set here for West Fargo Sheyenne. Service for the Mustangs, and Dodds will return to the floor for the 5'5 senior. As Dodds will come on here into the back right corner for Fargo North. Set up middle, big hit on the way by Rydell. That'll be out of play, and the point will be awarded here to Fargo North. Andre Rydell also now with a kill in every set. We're knotted at 2 apiece, which is what Fargo North needs to do, just hang around here against West Fargo Sheyenne, but can they get it past 15-15 and to 20-20 and put some pressure on here on the Spartans? That'll be out of play, and North takes a lead. The Spartans had a lead both in the first set, the second, and now they have a lead in the third as well. Service here by Fargo North in Soleil Berg. So Berg will come on here, the service line back left corner. Coulter backs at Brown through the double block, down the line for a ripcord shot, and we're knotted at 3. Give the assist to Coulter, and Brown on the lefty there on the outside. She'll sub out as well as Coulter. So coming on will be the center, and Brooke Johnson with her in the rotation will be Lexus Terhark. Terhark a 5'10 senior, while Johnson is a 5'9 senior here. Just seniors are everywhere for Coach Newton this season. Outside through the double block after the hit by Tollefson into the back, and this one is going to be off of Rydell's left hand for the Bogenreef kill. Bogenreef will now have 11 in this match. Sheyenne leads it 4-3. Service on the way here for West Fargo Sheyenne in a volleyball match that now is nearly an hour old here from West Fargo High School. North set up outside here. Tollefson through the block for the kill. Tollefson makes it a 4-4 contest, so tied at 2-3 and now tied at 4. Similar to set 1, set 2, and set 3. It's just been a matter of when has Sheyenne went to make a 5-0, 4-0 kind of a run. Fargo North looking to that for themselves. This one off the double block, quick passing and a quick hill here for Sheyenne and Wasdorp. She's got 2 in this set, 8 in the match, as Mustangs will play with a 1-point edge. Service on the way with the aforementioned Wasdorp here. This one a floater across the net. Fargo North will set it up, backside on the way, hit down the line for the kill here in Andre Rydell. She now has 5 here for the Spartans as we're tied at 5. Make sure again for our post-game show you stay tuned to our post-game conversation with the winning coach and also a player or two. We'll name you our Enbridge Energy Player of the Match and more, all coming up on our post-game report. For the Spartan fans, they want that to be in the 8 o'clock hour. For the Sheyenne fans, looking to wrap up this match here with a tip kill for West Fargo Sheyenne here in this set with Lexus Terhark. 6-5. Thing is, you read the net so well as an outside hitter. Is it a 1-on-1, 2-on-none opportunity? And when that second comes, you have that chance at a tip opportunity if no one is covering down the line. And Sheyenne gets this one over with Terhark on the third dump kill opportunity by Schultz, covered here by the Mustangs. And this one going to be blocked at the net, out of play. And good job here on the block party here with the 1-2 combination of Betsy Schultz and Anna Nelson here for the Spartans. Knotted at 6 now here in this third set. Fargo North, 5 state titles, 22 state tournament appearances in program history. Last state tournament appearance after the kill here by Cheyenne. With Terhart, she's got 4 now. Came back in 2011. Their last state title for the Spartans came back in the year 2000, where they won 3 straight in 94, 95, and 96. And 1 in 2000 for Cheyenne. 9 years as a varsity program. They have yet to win a state title, but they've been getting a little bit better every year here. And trying to make it back to state for the 5th consecutive season with some high aspirations here for the Mustangs. Fargo North bumps this one to the outside, up and over on the hit. Engel back set on the way. This one will get over then on the 3rd hit by Bogan Reef. Coming up back set, this one going to get tipped and in for the kill. Fargo North with Soleil Berg with the tip kill. She's got 4, and now it's a 7-7 contest. Service on the way here for Fargo North, as this will be with Grace Holm, the 5'7" senior outside hitter for Fargo North. In this 3rd set, knotted at 7 apiece. Closeout set for the Mustangs, as well for the Spartans. They're trying to stay alive here in the semifinals through the double block, and that'll be Bogan Reef, as now she's got 12 in this contest. So far in the 3rd set, been some quick points. Haven't seen those long earn-it rallies as we saw in the 1st and the 2nd set. This one outside on the way, blocked at the net on Cheyenne's side. Is Brown able to muster it back over on the Spartan side? Fargo North going down on the line. This is going to be killed here by Soleil Berg. She's got 5, and Fargo North, as you see that flag waving in front of us, tied at 8 apiece. So Berg, Rydell, and Tollefson all with 5 kills here for the Spartans. Service on the way here for Fargo North. Good placement. Coulter here, back set, Brown into the net, and the Spartans now will be playing with a lead. Fargo North, the number 4 seed against the 1-seeded Mustangs. Service on the way. This will be with Engel into the back. Set up, big right hand hit, kept alive here by the Spartans by Berg. That's Evie in the back row. Engel, a little bit of a miss hit, covered though on the way by Bogan Reef, 10-foot line across. Now for Fargo North, Schultz goes middle to Rydell. Engel is there and get out of the way. This one gets over. Berg keeps that one alive on the longest rally so far this match. A little off hit there by Tollefson. Set up Coulter, big hit. Terhart, and check that. Albrecht here with the kill. And now it's 9 apiece. Had earlier in the 2nd set a long valley that went back and forth that Cheyenne won, but it was a standing ovation by a handful of fans from both teams just for the effort on a particular point earlier here tonight. Ace on the way for the Mustangs. They lead it now at 10-9. That ace by Dodds in the back. And Dodds leads the floor now with 3 aces for West Fargo Cheyenne. Service by Dodds continues. 10-foot line here for Schultz. Bumps it outside here for Tollefson. Good placement, just able to snipe it in there for the point, as it's now a 10-10 contest. Tollefson leads Fargo North with kills at 6 so far. We're knotted at 10 apiece. Been a balanced effort by both teams, but you know, Bogan Reef and Wasdorp are gonna have their chances. Coming up middle here, off the net, in. Oh, that'll be out. They will say it's out after the hit there by Blado, and North takes the point at 11-10. Service here by the Spartans in Berg. Soleil will go into the middle. Coulter, back set, Brown on the opportunity here. That'll be out of play, no touch at the net. Spartans with a couple of points here. This has been the largest lead for either team in this 2nd set. It's been either tied or it's been a 1-point edge or 1-point disadvantage, depending on how you look at things. Coulter, middle, one-on-one opportunity. Big hit on the way, but kept alive by Berg. This one, Tollefson down the line. Able to get there is Bogan Reef. This one will have a double hit, and it's the Spartans at 13-10. Timeout on the floor here for West Fargo Cheyenne, and the Spartans lead it by 3 here in the 3rd set. It's the EDC Volleyball Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Fargo North, you see them right there, up 13-10 as they break the huddle here for the Spartans, up by 3. Tied at 10, 3 consecutive points here for Fargo North. Timeout by West Fargo Cheyenne, and Cheyenne, see what some of the adjustments are from head coach Leah Newton after the timeout. Service here by Soleil Berg. This one will come into the middle. Fargo North. See what they do. They go one-on-one at the net. Spartans now Schultz outside here for Tollefson. Blocked at the net. Kept alive, though, here by Betsy Schultz. This one into the back. Good placement. Cheyenne has to communicate, and they get this one over then on the third with Bogenreef. Schultz set up outside Tollefson over the double block again. Coulter quickly backs at Brown. Cross court on the hit, and that's in there for the kill. Quick passing, which leads to a quick set by Coulter, and Brown with another kill. She's got 6. Spartans now lead by 2. Service on the way here as coming back to the floor for the Mustangs will be Brooke Johnson with her and Kennedy Coulter, part of that 2-center rotation here for head coach Leah Newton. This one will be to Berg. Schultz at the net, able to get this one over them by Evie on the third. Johnson sets outside up on the tip. And now the Spartans are colliding into one another as everybody looks to be all right on the floor. Cheyenne, good tip, good placement here on the outside by the Mustangs there in Wasdorf. She's got 3 kills here in this set 9 in the contest. Service here by the Mustangs with Brooke Johnson. Evie Berg with the dig. Schultz comes up middle. The freshman here in Audrey right down now with 6 kills, and she's got 3 in this set alone for the Spartans. 14-12 North. Service here by Fargo North will continue. The Spartans the 4 seed, Cheyenne the 1. Fargo South the 2 seed will play in a state qualifying match against the 5 seed Fargo Davies upcoming here. This one gets up and over. Evie Berg is there to the outside on the spot. That'll be in on the hit by Carlson. 15-12. So after the timeout here, a couple points by Cheyenne, but North has held their own, leading it by 3. Our other state qualifying match will be the 6th seed of Grand Forks River against the loser of this contest. Set up middle here. This one blocked at the net, and the block party comes on the way by Rydell. And North playing some inspiring volleyball here in the third. So still alive is the 1 seed, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6. It's gone as scripted, if you're going to say, in terms of what we've seen to this point outside of West Fargo beating the number 2 seed. This one will be out of play, and a point awarded to North. Now it's 17-12, and Coach Newton wants another timeout. The Spartans fans coming alive here at West Fargo in this third set, up by 5.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter. Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, the seeds have been announced at the state volleyball tournament. Northern Cass is the number 1 overall seed and will play at 5 against Minot our Redeemers. The 2 seed is Lytton HMB going up against the Rockford Cheyenne. The 3 of Thompson going up against Garrison, and the 4-5 matchup Kenmare Bowbells against Dickinson Trinity. So that'll be again coming up on Thursday afternoon in the quarterfinals. Outside here, through the hit and the kill for West Fargo Cheyenne. That'll be Wasdorf. She's got 10. Now 17-13 here. Cheyenne trailing it by 4. We'll have the opportunity to serve here with Wasdorf. As Wasdorp will come on here for West Fargo Sheyenne, a running jump serve into the back. Fargo North sets it up to the outside. Here is Carlson through the block and gets the kill. Carlson now with 5. There's 4 different Spartans with 5 or more kills, and Fargo North again in a must-have-it set, playing awfully well here in the third. Spartans lost in 4 to the Mustangs earlier this season in their only meeting. Service here by Rydell and Fargo North. This one comes into the middle, a chance here on the hit, and that'll be in there for the point here for the Mustangs. Plato earns the kill here, and the Mustangs will be awarded the side out. Cheyenne, though, with 0 timeouts remaining here in this set. Fargo North has 2, but more importantly, North 7 points away from staying alive here in this EDC semifinal. Schultz looking for the dump kill, covered. This one hit outside. Terhart blocked at the net. That'll be out of play, however. The Spartan bench wanted it to say it was in, but it was not, and Terhart earns her 5th kill of the match for the Mustangs now. Service on the way here for Engel. This one will come across. Schultz at the 10-foot line. Outside here for Carlson. Through the double block and gets the kill. Carlson starting to heat up now. 3 kills in this match. The set, 6 in the match, and it's now 19-15 here for the Spartans. Service on the way for Fargo North and Betsy Schultz. Schultz has continued to be a stat stuffer this season as a setter for the Spartans. This one up and over, able to get a push, but we might have a double hit. We do with Bogenreith, and the Spartans are now 5 points away from closing out set number 3. So far today, we've had 2 that have gone for, 1 that was a sweep. What will this one end up do here in West Fargo? Cheyenne set Johnson outside. This will be a hit, and that'll be out of play. Bogenreith now with 13 kills to lead the floor for the Mustangs. Coulter on to serve here for West Fargo Sheyenne. Mustangs trailing it by 4, but looking to mount to comeback here in the third set. Cheyenne with the running jump serve here. Fargo North set. This will be back set to Carlson. Coulter, quick push here, hitting it over on the third is going to be Bogenreith. Schultz backs it the other way here for Fargo North for the kill. Soleil Berg now with 6 kills. You have Tollefson, Carlson, Rydell, and Berg all with 6 kills here for the Fargo North Spartans. Talk about balance. That's exactly what Fargo North has here in this one. Service here by the Spartans. Coulter set up middle, tipped on the way back right corner, kept alive by Grace Holm. This one will come with Tollefson able to get that one over then on the third. Cheyenne with Bogenreith tips one down the line. Spartans, Tollefson blocked at the net, and then we're going to have a lift here on Fargo North, and Anna Nelson. Point awarded to West Fargo Sheyenne. Service here by the Mustangs with Reagan Bogenreith. Mustangs so far here tonight with 7 aces from the service line. Schultz to the outside here. Tollefson through the block. Coulter with the bump to the outside. This is going to be blocked at the net after the hit by Wasdorp. Push in the corner. Fargo North here able to get it up and over then on the third with Soleil Berg. Into the back. That's me with Bogenreith. 10-foot line here for Schultz. Backs it on the way. Tip down the line. Engel with the sprawl attempt. It's kept alive. They got to get it over on 3. And they do. Schultz set outside. Tollefson through the double block, and Bogenreith is there in the back row. Outside here, Wasdorp, big hit over the double block. Now it's with Berg to the outside for Fargo North. Kept alive here by Cheyenne. Quick passing outside, and that'll be down the line off the tip for the kill. Wasdorp now with 11 kills here for the Cheyenne Mustangs. 21-18 as Cheyenne goes to the service line here with Bogenreith. Running jump serve for Cheyenne. This one will be at the 10-foot line for the Spartans to the outside here. Tollefson with the sniper kill. Tollefson hit that one right on the money, and the Spartans 3 points away from going to a 4th set here at West Fargo. Volleyball match that's taken an hour and 11 minutes so far here tonight. Outside here, hit blocked at the net. Engel keeps it alive, and that's not going to do it. The block on the way here for North and Soleberg. (23-18) now for the Spartans as they're 2 points away. Serve here by Evie Berg, the floater to the other libero there in Engel. Back set Brown through the double block and Berg with the cover. Schultz on the way here at the 10-foot line for the Spartans, able to get that one over with Soleberg. Outside Brown here now for West Fargo Cheyenne. Where does Schultz go? She'll go outside. Tollefson cross court, kept alive to a sliding knee here for Cheyenne. And Wasdorp off her back right foot. Fargo North, Schultz backs it. One-on-one opportunity through the block here for the Spartans. And Soleberg, and now a set point here for Fargo North. As the Spartan faithful are making some noise here in the third set. Service upcoming here for Berg. Berg will get this one across. Coulter back set Brown here, looking for down the line. Kept alive by the Spartans there by Rydell. Tollefson with the tip. Coulter off her right knee. A joust at the net, won by the freshman Rydell. Rydell will win the joust at the net, and the Spartans now take a 25-18 here in the third. We're back with our set recap on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Trace Tisver. I'm confident on the stage, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Due to the increase in cost of materials, cost of labor, and general inflation, plus the storm weather threats that we have in our region on a daily basis, many homes are not insured properly. Most families' biggest asset they will ever own is their home. We need to make sure we have it insured for enough. Inflation, cost of materials, cost of labor makes us work to stay on top of this. Usually the difference in premium is dollars a day to increase when needed. We get updated costs of goods and labor from area builders to input into our computer program that calculates an accurate replacement cost. With the weather in recent years, it is just scary with how many more frequent disasters are now than even 10 to 20 years ago. We need to adapt and make sure all our properties are protected because we live in the Midwest and deal with many of these scenarios.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, set number 3 goes to Fargo North, 25-18. The Spartans with Soleberg with 4 kills. Rydell had 4 in the set. Carlson had 3, the same with Tollefson. They just played an awfully inspiring brand of volleyball there in the third, did the Fargo North Spartans, as West Fargo Cheyenne still leads at 2 sets to 1 right now, 25-21, 25-16, and 25-18 as we get ready here for the 4th set in this EDC Volleyball semifinal round match. The final match here of a day that started back at noon with Fargo Davies earning a 3-set sweep over West Fargo Horace, and Red River won in a 3-1 lively match with Fargo Shanley in 4 in another loser out contest. And in our first semifinal, West Fargo won over Fargo South 3-1. Chase Miller, Reggie Funk with you here in this one. Both teams, well, they performed awfully well from the service line there. Just 4 service errors for Fargo North. For West Fargo Cheyenne, 3 so far from that category. Cheyenne took an early lead, and then Fargo North, after it was tied at 10 apiece, got up 13-10, and they never relinquished the lead after that. So the Spartans were able to close out West Fargo Sheyenne as they force this fourth set. Service here by the Mustangs as we get ready for the fourth. One-on-one opportunity. No one was going to block at the net, and getting the kill on the way here will be Isabel Albrecht. Point on the way here for West Fargo Sheyenne at now 1-0 here for the Stangs. Service on the way will be coming with Brooke Johnson. As Johnson will come on here. This one will be in the back just over the net. Fargo North will handle it at the 10-foot line. And, well, miscommunication there for Carlson and Anna Nelson. And now it's going to be a 2-love lead here for West Fargo Sheyenne. Mustangs will come on and serve here with Brooke Johnson. As Johnson gets one over. This one will be into the back. Spartans with Carlson able to get it over the double block. And now for the Mustangs here, able to get that one over in the back. Evie Berg with the set to the outside. That's going to go to Soleberg. Set up here, up and over on the hit by West Fargo Sheyenne. Schultz outside Carlson. Engel trying to keep it alive as the Mustangs there in the back with Wasdorp, and the point will be awarded here to Fargo North. Carlson now with 7 kills, as this will be an opportunity now for the Fargo North Spartans at the service line with Holm. As Holm will come on here, as she does into the back for Cheyenne. This will be bumped to the outside here. Cross court on the hit. That'll just be out of play after the cross court spot there by Bogenreef. Good placement. Just missed it maybe about by an inch or two on about that 10-foot line on the opposite side. Service will continue by the Spartans. Brooke Johnson set back set here. Brown got it over with her right hand, but blocked at the net by Hayden Tollefson with the block, and it's the Spartans now at 3-2. Service coming here for Fargo North. Service on the way here will be with Holm, as this one will come across just over the net, and that'll be an ace here for Fargo North. Holm with 3 aces here to now make it a 4-2 lead here for the Spartans. Service will continue here by Holm. Holm has all 3 aces on the night here for Fargo North. Service on the way. This one into the back. Tipped across by Brown. Good attempt by Evie Berg. Dump opportunity by Schultz. Outside here. Blocked at the net on the hit by Bogenreef. Bogenreef now with 14 kills on the night for the Mustangs. Spartans right now up by 1 will receive this serve on the way by Bogenreef. Berg with the sprawl attempt. Off her back heel, gets it over here with Hayden Tollefson. Johnson set up middle. Opportunity, that'll be out. No touch at the net after the hit there by Isabel. And the point is awarded to Fargo North. 5-3 here as the Spartans go to the service line. And if they could continue to play the way that they did to close out the third set, they'll make this awfully interesting in the fourth against the #1 team in the EDC. This one over the block, into the back, and a kill here for Cheyenne and Bogenreef. She's got 15 to lead the floor, and the Spartans right now will have to receive this serve with Dodds. Dodds been dangerous for Cheyenne with 3 aces at the line so far. 10-foot line, back set here by Schultz. This one through the block. Rydell able to cover. Schultz goes to the outside here. Tollefson over the double block. Cheyenne, Johnson, middle, tipped on the way. Evie Berg is there, and then they'll have to get this one over on a push on the third as they're able to. Johnson, back set, Brown, one-on-one. Berg is there for the dig. Fargo North outside Tollefson here through the double block down the line, covered nicely by Johnson, and we'll have a net violation here on Cheyenne. Is coming through was Dodds. Point awarded here to Fargo North now at 6-4. Service here for Fargo North as this one will be into the back with Soleil Berg, the 5'9" sophomore. As making sure everyone looks to be all right. And Berg will get the single for the serve here as she goes down the line. Wasdorp to Brown at the 12-foot spot here to get it over on the third. Outside here for Tollefson through that double block. Good pass on the way. Johnson looking for the dump kill. Fargo North does a good job to keep it going there on the cover with Soleberg on the opposite side. Outside here, Brown down with Bergen for the kill. Coley Brown's got 7 kills now for the Mustangs, and Cheyenne will regain the point. The first set was back and forth, the second, the third, and now the fourth. It's just been tough for either team to get on an early rally and hide from the opposite team here tonight in this volleyball match. Rydell with the tip across. Terhark was there, outside now on the hit. This will be with Wasdorp. And North able to get this one over all the way back on the third. Coming up middle, Coulter backs under the way. Terhark off the ribbon for the kill. As Terhark now has her 6th kill, give the assist on the way to Kennedy Coulter. And now it's a 6-6 contest. Bismarck Event Center held the state tournament last year. The state volleyball tournament starting to move a little bit around. Used to be in Minot for what felt like an eternity. Then Fargo Dome had it for a few years. Now back-to-back seasons in our state capital. Set up middle. This one tipped on the way. And we'll have a double hit on West Fargo Cheyenne. Spartans now take it at 7-6. Service upcoming here with Hayden Tollefson, a 5'8" senior. North again won 5 of 7 matches coming into this evening's game. Cheyenne has won 5 straight. And that's going to be an ace here for the Spartans at now 8-6. So Fargo North will have their 4th ace here of the match, as the serve will continue in the back with Tollefson. Tollefson with her first. This one coming to the middle as Wasdorp is able to get it over. Fargo North quick set outside here. Carlson. Now it's going to be Coulter pushed outside here, blocked at the net on the side of Cheyenne. And this one will get volleyed over on a third on a free ball. Coming now for Fargo North middle is Rydell, the big one, and delivery. Audrey Rydell with 8 kills here for Fargo North. It's 9-6 Spartans. Timeout on the floor by Coach Newton will break as well in the 4-set. Spartans lead it by 3.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Chase Miller, Reggie Funk with you here as we come back. Timeout by Coach Leah Newton with some instruction, as you're seeing right there, for her West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. After Cheyenne won the first 2 sets, Fargo North looking to spring the quote-unquote upset here and give Cheyenne their first loss to an EDC opponent here on the season, but they will need to get to a 5th set for that to happen. After the timeout by Coach Leah Newton, Fargo North will be at the service line here. We'll keep you apprised of other matches going on across the state of North Dakota. Class B, the official state tournament is set. Fargo North on to serve as they handle it here. This one will be into the back set on the way. This one coming through the block for the kill. Really nice job on the backside there by Wasdorp for the kill. She's got 12 in form. Cheyenne, haven't seen that quick of an offense here in this 4th set. There's your classic bump, set, and spike. Service on the way here for the Mustangs as this one comes into the net. Point gets awarded here for Fargo North as Rydell will come back to the service line. And Rydell again is going to be a problem. 6'1". She's had some fun battles so far this season with opposing middle hitters in the EDC. Coming to the outside, quick hit for Bogenreef, blocked at the net, out of play. And the 1-2 combination up front with Schultzen. You also had Anna Nelson here for the Spartans. As that Spartan flag waves in front of you from a Fargo North fan, you want to see that a lot more in between points. Service here by the Spartans into the middle. Cheyenne into the back row, able to get this one over with Wasdorp. North outside, Carlson over the double block and around it for the kill off the side there of Terhark. And now it's 12-7. Fargo North, they can smell it. Trying to get to state for the first time in a decade, since 2011. Service here for Carlson. This one will come 10-foot line. Coulter pushed outside, down the line for the kill. And Bogenreef here for Cheyenne now has 16 in the match. Service on the way here for Engel. Maya's played a really good volleyball match so far as a libero, keeping a lot of balls up in the back so far, whether she's been back, right, back, left, or in the middle. This one will be out of play after they hit here by Fargo North with Anna Nelson. Fargo North fans want a deflection, nothing granted here. Cheyenne will be awarded the point. Cheyenne with one timeout remaining in this set. North has two. Schultz bumps it outside here. Carlson able to get it over. Coulter, quick push on the outside, tip on the way, covered here by Fargo North and Soleil Berg. Outside for Carlson with the tip. Engel with the bump. This will be across to Bogenreef. Set up now Betsy Schultz. Outside Carlson. She's going to be blocked at the net and off the right-hand shoulder. And the block here comes from the Mustangs, and that might be just what the doctor ordered here for Cheyenne. Callie Tungstedt there with the block here for the Mustangs. Callie, a 6-foot junior, and mark that point at home. If Tungstedt here and the Mustangs can come back and win this match. Another point here for West Fargo Cheyenne. They were just looking for something to maybe give them a little bit of a spark, and that Tungstedt block might have done it. Engel with a chance to tie at the service line here to the opposite libero in Berg. Schultz outside. Carlson with the attack. Pushes it back left corner. There is Walsdorp. Coulter backs into the way. Tungstedt, this would be out of play. And the point goes to the Spartans. 3 matches tomorrow. That'll determine the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds here of the EDC Volleyball Tournament. We know West Fargo will be either the 1 or the 2. The question is, who will join them tomorrow in the championship? Outside here goes Carlson up and over the double block. Coulter, quick set middle on the way. Blocked at the net. Fargo North with Anna Nelson here with the block for the Spartans at now 14-11. So Spartans starting to win the battle of the net so far here today with Berg, with Nelson, Carlson. They all got blocks that resulted in points. Coulter, quick pass. This one fisted over on the right-hand side by Bogenreef. Backs it on the way down the line for the kill shot here for Fargo North. This will be Soleil Berg with it on that opportunity here in 14. Now make it 15-11, and another timeout on the floor will break with them. Fargo North leads it by 4 in the 4th set on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
Fargo North, as you see Coach Rachel Hummel right there in the set, giving some more instructions, some comments, words of encouragement to her Spartans with a 4-point edge right now. Coach Leah Newton in West Fargo Cheyenne, they have no timeouts remaining here, and North is 10 points away in this 4th set to determine a 5th set here in our final match of this EDC Volleyball Tournament for this Friday. The final one of 4 here today from West Fargo, then 3 tomorrow. This one outside, big hit down the line, but that'll be out of play here for Cheyenne. Bogenreef absolutely uncorked a cannon, but it was out of play. Now 16-11 Spartans. Bogenreef with 16 kills, but it's Fargo North with 16 points. That leads it by 4. Make that 5 here in this set. And the Spartans earn an ace. That'll be their 5th of the match. And the 4th here by Betsy Schultz. Schultz has over 1,000 career assists as a junior setter And right now, might have to take a look at that school record for most aces in a particular postseason match. This one-on-one at the net will come across, and we'll have a net violation here on the Mustangs. And the Spartans right now are rolling here in the fourth. 18-11, Fargo North trying to get to a 5-setter, and that's something Cheyenne has not had to do yet this season, is get a volleyball match into the fifth. Tungsteth able to get that one across. Schultz for Fargo North outside here for Carlson, and we'll have a double hit. Point here is awarded on the opposite side now to West Fargo Sheyenne. But again, Cheyenne has been so good this season that they have yet to have a 5-set volleyball match because they've done a lot of sweeps. Cheyenne has brought out the brooms and some here so far this year. Opposite side it goes now for Fargo North. Back set on the way. Carlson with the tip. Engel there with the cover. Johnson with the set. And that's going to be Bogenreef for the short kill. Reagan Bogenreef now with 17 kills here for the Mustangs. Take a look at Fargo North this year. They played a 5-setter against Fargo South, a 5-setter against Fargo Oak Grove, Horace, and that's been it. So they played 3 of them so far, and they've won 2 out of the 3 for the Spartans if we get there. But we're inching closer on an outside hit here for Fargo North with Soleil Berg. She's got now 9 kills here for the Spartans. 19-13. Can the Spartans do the unthinkable here potentially tonight against the number 1 overall seed here in West Fargo Sheyenne? Cheyenne coming, set up this one, tipped at the net. The joust, well, we'll have another hitting violation. This will be on the Mustangs. If you're a Mustang fan, you're just looking to have all this bad juju kind of come out of your system a little bit here in the fourth and then regroup and reset in the fifth. Cheyenne, quick push outside. This one tipped at the net. This one comes back over, and it's going to be a point here for West Fargo Cheyenne. So Mustangs very much in this fourth set, but they will need a couple of 4-5 point, a little run here by the Mustangs to put some pressure here on Fargo North. Cheyenne led it early, tied at 2, tied at 6, but since it's been tied at 6, it's been all Fargo North in this fourth set. Backset on the way, one-on-one opportunity. This goes high into the rafters for Cheyenne here as this one will come across. Fargo North push outside here. Big wide by Thompson, blocked at the net. Thompson then with the tip out of play, and Cheyenne with back-to-back points. Service on the way as this one will come across. As Wasdorp will be coming with it here. The point will be awarded to Cheyenne. This one will come across. Fargo North here to the outside. That'll be in there for the points. To the outside here for the Spartans. As this one will be for Tollefson, her 8th. So the Spartans now at 21-16 with the edge. Service here on the way for Fargo North in Berg. This one goes into the back. Hit over then on the third by Carlson. Schultz sets up, and then Rydell just kind of lost balance for a moment there and says, my bad, thought you might have been going more outside than setting up middle. Cheyenne will take the point here at 21-17. Coming on to serve here for Cheyenne again will be Dodds. As Dodds will come into the back. This one to the middle. Fargo North will handle it to the outside here. Tollefson through the block for the kill. 22-19 here as Tollefson right now, Solberg, Rydell, and Carlson really coming alive in sets 3 and 4 for the Spartans. And Soleil Berg to serve. Back set, Brown on the way for the kill. Set by Johnson. Chloe Brown now with 8 kills here for Cheyenne as they're back within 4. Service on the way here for Kennedy Coulter and the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. 22-18 right now with the serve upcoming. Coulter running jump serve into the middle. This will come for Fargo North to the outside here. Over the hit. Coulter outside now for Wasdorp, and this will be off the block for the kill for West Fargo Sheyenne. We'll see if Coach Hummel wants a timeout. She does. Timeout on the floor, kill by Wasdorp. She's got 13, and now it's the Cheyenne faithful making some noise here late in the fourth set. North calls a timeout up by 3 on yourliveevent.com.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah, Melody, and staff are proud to promote the local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Check out Mindak Market this holiday season to find the perfect stocking stuffers and samples of ready-to-go collections to ship. Stop by the store or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
As we take a look at the bench here for West Fargo Cheyenne after the timeout, trailing it by 3. At one point was a 20-13 edge here for Fargo North that has been trimmed down now to 3. As Cheyenne will be at the service line here, trying to come back and finish off the Spartans in 4. Fargo North looking to get to 5 sets here against the number 1 overall seed here in Cheyenne. Set up outside. Tollefson cross-court and the hit for the kill. Tollefson in double digits now for the Spartans at 23-19. Service on the way here for Fargo North. This will be with the aforementioned Tollefson, the 5'8 senior, pointing in an Enbridge Energy player of the match type of performance, and she gets the ace. Tollefson with her second. That's North's 6/8 of the match. At now 24-19, and it's a set point upcoming for Fargo North to try to get it to the 5th. Tollefson will come on here to the service line as she handles it into the back for Cheyenne. This one coming outside, big hit there, and that's going to be a block by Carlson. Make that Rydell. Rydell with the block, and Fargo North and West Fargo Cheyenne are going to a 5th set here in West Fargo in the semifinals. Set number 5 coming up next. It's the EDC Volleyball Tournament on yourliveevent.com with a spot in the EDC Championship on the line.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
As we come back here, as you see on your screen, the Fargo North Spartans, after losing the first 2 sets, 25-21, 25-16, have won the next 2, 25-18 and 25-19. Now we go into a 5th set here between Cheyenne and North, a spot in the EDC Championship, a state qualifying match tomorrow if you lose, but if you win, you're automatically going to state as a top 2 seed from the EDC. Fargo North 2-1 in 5 setters this season. On the opposite side for West Fargo Cheyenne, this is going to be their first. North 1-5 against Fargo South. They 1-5 against Oak Grove, and then lost in 5 this season to West Fargo Horace at Horace. for the Sheyenne Mustangs. Their 2 losses that they've dropped this season to Bismarck Century 2-1 on October the 8th in the Fargo Invite, then lost in 4 to the Moorhead Spuds back on October the 18th. But other than that, 30 wins, 2 losses here on the season for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. The loser, your season's not done, but if you win, you know tomorrow you can take a big sigh of relief here tonight. As we get ready for the 5th set. Service upcoming here for West Fargo Sheyenne. As this one will come across here into the back. Fargo North, back set on the way. This will be Carlson. And this one will come over. Sheyenne will handle this. North now, back set, Schultz. This one through the double block. On the opposite side, it's Brown over the block. Fargo North, where would they go? Schultz outside Carlson. Looking for a lift or a double hit. Nothing's granted. Now it's to Brown. Brown into the back. Fargo North with Berg. This one will come across and unable to do much with it. And Sheyenne will earn the point here at 1-0. Sheyenne at the service line here with Brooke Johnson. Johnson on to serve as she does. This one will come to the 10-foot line. Outside here on the hit down the line. Good placement for Fargo North and Soleil Berg. She now has 10 kills here for the Spartans at 1-1. We're tied at 1 apiece here. Service on the way here by Fargo North. This one will come across. Spartans to the outside. Make that far West Fargo Cheyenne service on the way here for Bogenreef. Now at 2-1. Service on the way here for Fargo North. This will be, with Cheyenne against Fargo North. And this into the back, and Bogenreef earns the ace. Ace here for the Mustangs as it's now a 3-1 edge. For West Fargo Cheyenne service here. This one in the back, Berg. Schultz outside here. Tollefson. Cheyenne looking for the dump kill the other way, and they get it. Brooke Johnson with the dump kill here for West Fargo Cheyenne at now a 4-1 advantage for the Mustangs. West Fargo Cheyenne continues to go to the service line here with Bogenreef coming up short into the net. And now it's going to be 4-2 on the service there for Cheyenne. That's their 5th of the volleyball match. Service on the way for Berg, as Berg will come on here to serve. This one down the line for the ace. Berg will have her 7th ace of the match. And it's the Spartans now with a chance to tie. Rachel Hummel was saying Evie Berg has meant a lot to this program just to continue to keep point after point alive here for Fargo North throughout the season, and comes up with an awfully big ace, and now she handles a dig. Schultz outside, Tollefson over the double block. This one pushed down the line. Berg here with the bump to the outside here. That's going to be Tollefson. She's blocked at the net. Kept going here by Fargo North, but unable to get it across on the block here from the Mustangs. And a big hug to the outside goes to Bogenreef for the point. 5-3 now for West Fargo Cheyenne. Service upcoming here for the Mustangs. And coming to the service line here for West Fargo Cheyenne. This one into the back. And the 10-foot line on the bump. Outside Tollefson blocked at the net. Fargo North can volley this one over on the third. They do with Berg. This one coming middle, backs on the way. Brown, big hit on the way, but hits the post out of play, and the Spartans are awarded the point. Winner plays West Fargo in the EDC Championship tomorrow. Loser will play in a state qualifier against Red River tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or about 25 minutes after Fargo South and Fargo Davies concludes the first of 3 matches tomorrow here on your live event. Blocked at the net. Cheyenne will handle it here into the back. Bogenreef gets it over off the partial block of Rydell for a back row kill. Bogenreef now with 20 kills in the match for the Mustangs. Service on the way will be Coulter here for Cheyenne. 9 points away in their first 5-setter of the season for the Mustangs. Coulter, this one comes across. Schiltz set up middle. Rydell off the double block, kept alive in the back by Bogenreef. Wasdorp here outside. Evie Berg is there. Schiltz, she'll go outside here to Tollefson. This one through the block, and that is going to be a kill for the Spartans. Hayden now with 11 kills here for Fargo North. Service here for Reagan Carlson, the 6-foot sophomore for the Spartans. Service on the way. This one into the back. West Fargo Cheyenne set up middle tip. Berg is there for the dig, but the tip kill coming here for the Mustangs. That'll be with Blado for the kill, and now it's a 7-5 contest. Service here for West Fargo Cheyenne with Wasdorp. As Wasdorp will come on here, running jump serve into the back left corner, 10-foot line on the way outside. Carlson, that'll be out of play, or was there touch? Back row says there was touch. That'll be a kill for Carlson, and North, more importantly, gets the serve and the point. 7-6, and what has become a barn burner here after Cheyenne won the first 2 sets, 25-21, 25-16. The Spartans looking to get to state for the first time in over a decade with a win here against the #1 overall seed in the EDC. Cheyenne looking to punch their 5th straight ticket. And speaking of a punch, there's an absolute hammer with a big leg scope by Bogenreef. Her 21st kill of the match. 8-6 Mustangs here. Service on the way for Engel, the libero for Coach Leah Newton. Engel to serve to Berg in the back. This one gets bumped outside Carlson. That one goes down the line for the kill. Back and forth we go. Carlson now in double digits in kills for the Spartans. Fargo North looking for their 23rd state tournament appearance. For West Fargo Cheyenne looking for their 5th in a varsity program that's been around now for 9 years and 5th straight. This one over by Bogenreef. Berg is there with the bump. This one then gets volleyed over on the 3rd. Mustangs can use it quickly. They go middle, blocked at the net. This one comes across, then into the back by Fargo North by Tollefson to keep it alive. Carlson able to muster it over. Then on the 3rd, in the back here, Cheyenne is able to get this one over. Schiltz backs it on the way. This one kept alive, tied at the net here, and a point going to be awarded after the hit upcoming by Fargo North and Soleberg. And now it's an 8-8 volleyball match. Service here for the Spartans. This one comes across. Cheyenne sets up middle, tipped. This has to get over on the 3rd for the Spartans, as they do, but they hit that one out with Anna Nelson. And Cheyenne is awarded the point now at 9-8. Both teams are 2 timeouts here in this set if they want to use it in a volleyball match that's nearing the 2-hour mark here tonight from West Fargo High School. Serve to come with Johnson. And Johnson earns the ace. Now 10-8, and Coach Hummel wants the timeout. Johnson with her 3rd ace here for West Fargo Cheyenne. The Mustangs now with 9 in this contest compared to 7 for Fargo North. There's a timeout on the floor. It's 10-8 right now. And we'll go to that Fargo North bench with a timeout with Coach Rachel Hummel. Set 1 went to Cheyenne, 25-21. Set 2 to the Mustangs, 25-16. Then back-to-back set wins here for Fargo North with their backs to the wall, 25-18 and 25-19. Cheyenne has led so far wire to wire here in the 5th set. It's either been tied at 1 or 8, or it's been a Cheyenne lead here by 2. Timeout on the floor again by the Fargo North Spartans. Still to come on our post-game show, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Match. We'll get to our RDK Enterprises feature Play of the Match as well. And we'll hear from some of the particulars in this one with our post-game show with the winning coach and some of the winning players. And more importantly, we'll have more coverage tomorrow of the EDC Volleyball Tournament here on yourliveevent.com. Service here after the timeout. Fargo North, where do they go? They'll go to Carlson. This one able to tip over. It was on the Spartan side for a moment, but got enough momentum to go over the top of the net, and Carlson with the tip kill. Service upcoming here to Holm, who has 4 aces on the night. Holm to serve as she does into the back middle. Johnson backs at Brown. There is no block at the net, and Chloe Brown says thank you very much. She's got 9 now in this match. 9 kills here for the Mustangs. Service here for Cheyenne in Bogan Reef. Bogan Reef with 1 ace on the night. This one will be with Schultz set up outside. It was that touch in the back. Yes, it was. Hannah Tollefson earns the kill. It's now 11-10. Spartans with the serve. Awfully entertaining volleyball match here between these two teams in their second meeting of the season. Cheyenne won in 4 earlier this year. Now they're going to try to win in 5 if they can. Backs at Brown, one-on-one, and Brown goes down the line yet again. Brown now in double digits with kills, and that might be her most important one of the match. 12-10 Mustangs, as the serve will be coming here with Alexa Kaloran, the 5'10 sophomore, on to serve. Schultz set up middle, Rydell with the tip. This one will be a kill. Rydell saw that she was running out of room at the net, so instead of going for the full swing, able to contort her body enough to earn the tip kill. And Fargo North now on to serve with Soleil Berg. She's got 11 kills here in the match so far, and she'll come to the service line. Engel, Johnson, backs at Brown again, go to the hot hand. This time kept alive by Berg, but a bad pass there in the front for North with Schultz and Tollefson just unable to communicate enough to figure out who is going to take it. They run into each other just enough, and the point will be awarded to Cheyenne. Cheyenne 2 points away from getting back to state for the 5th consecutive season. Time on the floor, Wilbank Rhythm. Mustangs up by 2.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
After the timeout here, West Fargo Cheyenne breaks the huddle. Last time out by the Fargo North Spartans, trailing it now by 2. Service by number 2 in Kennedy Coulter. Cheyenne again with no timeouts remaining. Excuse me, that is the Spartans. Cheyenne with 2 if they need them. Coulter to the service line. Miscommunication in the back again, and Coulter and Cheyenne are now 1 point away. Match point here for West Fargo Cheyenne. The Mustangs, the number 1 overall seed in this tournament, 1 point away from making it to the championship match. This one volleyed outside. Tollefson up and over through the double block for the kill. Tollefson now with 13, and the Spartans still have life. Service here for Fargo North. You couldn't ask for anything better here for postseason volleyball in November in North Dakota than what we've seen here between these two teams. Tollefson to serve. Engel. Coulter set outside. Wasdorp with the kill, and the Mustangs for the 5th consecutive season are heading to the state tournament. The Mustangs are heading to state as either a 1 or 2 seed, as they will play West Fargo in an all-city showdown for the EDC championship tomorrow. While for Fargo North, their hopes of making a state tournament are so live. They will play North at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in a state qualifier. Cheyenne 25-21, 25-16, 18-25 at 19-25, and they win it 15-12. Our post-game show is coming up next here from West Fargo on YourLiveEvent.com.
Due to the increase in cost of materials, cost of labor, and general inflation, plus the storm weather threats that we have in our region on a daily basis, many homes are not insured properly. Most families' biggest asset they will ever own is their home. We need to make sure we have it insured for enough. Inflation, cost of materials, cost of labor makes us work to stay on top of this. Usually the difference in premium is dollars a day to increase when needed. We get updated costs of goods and labor from area builders to input into our computer program that calculates an accurate replacement cost. With the weather in recent years, it is just scary with how many more frequent disasters are now than even 10 to 20 years ago. We need to adapt and make sure all our properties are protected because we live in the Midwest and deal with many of these scenarios.
As we come back here on our post-game show, Cheyenne wins it 3-2 over the Fargo North Spartans. Let's take a look at some of the final stat line here in this one. Reagan Bogenreef with 21 kills to lead the floor, 14 by Wasdorp, 11 by Brown, and 6 by Terhark. For the Fargo North Spartans, they were led by Tollefson with 13, Carlson with 11, and Berg had 11 points as well. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this with our post-game show and our player conversation. Again, Cheyenne heading back to state for the 5th consecutive season with a hard-earned 5-set win over the Fargo North Spartans. We're back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
As we come back here on our post-game show, West Fargo Cheyenne again wins it 3-2 in a volleyball match that took nearly 2 hours to play here today at West Fargo High School of Cheyenne. Their first 5-setter here this season goes the distance. And joining us now here on our post-game show is a senior, Reagan Bogenreef. We had you down for 21 kills. Congratulations,
Thank
first
you so
and foremost.
much.
But what does it mean here as a seniors? I mean, I know I was talking to Coach Leah Newton throughout the year and earlier today saying, I know you can talk about your 6, 7, 8 seniors that you have on this team, but what does it mean as a senior class here to get to the EDC championship, Reagan?
Oh my gosh, it means the world. We've been talking about it all season, and just getting here is amazing. I have no words for it.
When you're up 2 sets to none, but Fargo North takes the third, they take the fourth, what was some of the words talked about in the huddle with Coach Newton to find a way to claw this one out in the 5th set?
Well, us girls usually talk. It's not usually Newton, but we talk about we want this more. We want to get this to state. We want to get to this championship. We've been fighting for this all year.
You know, your 5th straight tournament, 5th straight state tournament appearance now, but more importantly, a 1-2 combination with Kaylee as well. She had 14 kills. What's that 1-2 punch been like? Not just tonight, but throughout the season as all EDC players from a year ago. You guys had some targets on your back, but able to perform consistently. What's that been like so far for you?
Our teammates call us double trouble. I mean, we can rely on each other. I mean, I don't know. We can rely on each other a lot, and it's just awesome.
And then how about Brooke and Kennedy as setters, able to put the ball on the tee essentially for you guys? Those two just able to come in. What does that do for you as a hitter when you know that the ball's probably going to be there 9 times out of 10 of where you want it as a hitter?
Yeah, it's amazing, and it always starts with the pass. As I always say, it's like we got to get that good pass up there to get that set to put that ball down, and we always rely on our passers, and Kennedy and Brooke are amazing to set us. all of us.
Final thing for you. You played West Fargo not too long ago in this gym, and now you're going to get them in the EDC championship. So what's it going to take to win an EDC championship? I'm sure there's been goals that have been met so far throughout the season. There's still more goals to attain, but what's it going to take tomorrow in about 17 hours or so once we get to a first serve?
It's going to take a lot of fight, and we're willing to do that for each other.
Hey, Reagan, thanks so much for your time, and we'll see you tomorrow in the EDC Championship.
Thank you so much.
As again, West Fargo Cheyenne earns the sweep here. Reagan Bogenreef with us on our post-game show as they pick up the 5-set win over the West Fargo Packers. We'll go from there to now our conversation here for our Enbridge Energy Player of the Match as well. Enbridge Energy, for more information about Enbridge Energy, you can go tomorrow. Is happening right now more than ever. The world needs safe, securable, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. And well, part of that Enbridge Energy Player of the Match again goes to Bogenreef. 21 kills, had an ace, had a block as well, but she was definitely part of that double trouble. She was able to earn multiple kills in multiple sets. The least amount she had was 3, and that was in the 5th and in the 3rd set. But Bogenreef again with 21 kills to lead the floor for West Fargo Cheyenne. Now our RDK Enterprises feature players of the match, and the play of the match was the Tungseth block back in the 4th set, coming in late in the rotation. North did end up going on to win, but that was just a big block here. But the players of the match combination, Kaylee Wasdorp here for West Fargo Cheyenne, Tollefson for Fargo North, and also Soleil Berg as well. Just really complete games for Soleil here in this one with 11 kills. Tollefson had 13, but the 1-2 combination of Wasdorp and Bogenreef a little too much. So Wasdorp from Cheyenne, our RDK Enterprises feature player of the match for the Mustangs. Well, it's going to be Tollefson and Berg for the Fargo North Spartans. RDK Enterprises with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. They thank their area business area farmers for your business, and as we're entering the winter season here, reminder, get your planter ready for spring upcoming. Go to the planter experts. Go online at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com for more information with locations in Hillsborough, and alongside you have Drayton. We go from there to, well, here is what is set for tomorrow after Cheyenne wins it in a 3-2 matchup here over Fargo North as they win it in 5. So our first state qualifier tomorrow at 11 a.m., Fargo South and Fargo Davies. Davies trying to make it to state as they've just been consistent here for a decade plus, as the Eagles are trying to get back to the state tournament here as they've been there for 10 consecutive seasons. For the Fargo South Bruins, they're looking to make it to state for the first time in 2014. That's our first of 2 state qualifiers. Then at 1 o'clock tomorrow, it's Grand Forks Red River against Fargo North. The Rough Riders' last state tournament appearance came in 2016. They made it to state every year from 2007 to 2016, but they're looking for their 31st all-time state tournament appearance with a win tomorrow over North. While on the opposite side for North, it'll be a quick turnaround as they get ready for the Spartans here for Fargo North. They get ready for the Rough Riders as North still has a chance to snap that streak for the first time since 2011, trying to make this state tournament for the Spartans. Then the EDC Championship. Well, West Fargo swept Shanley last year in the EDC Championship, and they will get another crack at West Fargo Cheyenne coming up, while Cheyenne will be looking to make it to state as the #1 overall seed from the West. So that'll be at 3 o'clock tomorrow between the Mustangs and the Packers, the 1 versus the 3. Our second state qualifier will be at 1. Red River, the 6, going up against Fargo North, the 4. And then the other state qualifier, Fargo Davies, the 5, and Fargo South, the 2 seed. That'll be at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. On behalf of Joel Morgan, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks to Reggie Funk as well. It was a fun day here in West Fargo for the EDC Volleyball Tournament. Our first of 3 games gets underway tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Until tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and we'll see you here tomorrow morning for a little brunch and volleyball. It's the EDC Volleyball Tournament from West Fargo here on YourLiveEvent.com.